Thank you for joining us. I'm Lauren Scafidi. We have a rainy and cloud-covered day ahead with severe storm chances. Storms already swept through, hitting northern Colorado. And south part of the metro in the middle of the night with hail, and some of it was tennis ball sized. It also caused some damage, which we'll get to in just a minute. But first, when you look outside, you don't have to know the forecast to tell it's not going to be a very nice day. More storms are headed our way today, and we've issued a weather impact alert. So let's get right to meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Hi, Keely.
Yeah, good afternoon. We are tracking several storms moving through. We're at 66 degrees right now, so we're probably not going to get up to our normal forecast high, our original forecast high of 75. Likely getting up to about 70, low 70s. Winds are calm. Humidity, it is up there. Lots of moisture in the surface layer of the atmosphere. Talk about the hail. Very impressive. We're talking about baseball-sized hail reported overnight in Milliken, all the way down to ping-pong-sized hail, golf ball-sized hail, and some smaller hail north of the metro area. That is the big threat. We're tracking that as well as we continue to track storms moving across our state capable of producing that large hail, as well as damaging winds. We're talking about winds 60 to 80 miles per hour. So everywhere you see here shaded in blue, this is a severe thunderstorm watch. The entire I-25 corridor, foothills, as well as out to the east. We are tracking several severe thunderstorm warnings. We have one here in Lincoln County, just east of Lyman. These storms pretty quick movers. So we're talking about moving to the east about 10 miles an hour. We also have one near Woodland Park, Monument, severe thunderstorm warning. Again, the threat will be the damaging winds as well as large hail up just west of Castle Rock, as well as we have a thunderstorm warning as well as a flash flood warning here. Lots of heavy downpours associated with this, and this is happening southern Larimer County as well. So we will continue to track these storms throughout the show, certainly throughout the afternoon as well. So stay tuned. We'll have more on that and a very hot weekend forecast. Triple digits coming up in your complete forecast in just a bit.
Thank you so much. Thornton got hit with hail overnight, as well as Brighton and Eaton, but the Weld County town of Milliken really got some big hailstones. And it's not only been a nuisance, the hail was damaging. Look at that. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez was in Milliken and talked to a storm victim.
Yeah, so folks in the Milliken area, they were saying that around 3:30 this morning, they were hearing loud bangs. So when they came out, they noticed that it was a hailstorm. And we're kind of seeing that hail here in people's front yards, but it's melted off significantly because earlier this morning, we showed you how big they were. They were like baseball-sized hail. And you guys, it really depends on where you're driving here in the Milliken neighborhood. So this is just off County Road 21. Some cars have damage, others do not. For example, this Jeep you're seeing right here has absolutely no damage to the back windshield or the front windshield. But then one car up, we are seeing some car parts on the side of that Nissan Altima, that gray Nissan Altima, and then that windshield completely gone. I want you guys to take a listen to some of the neighbors that we spoke to earlier this morning.
Well, what we first noticed was the trees and all the plants we just planted got destroyed. I was walking the gutters and the gutters got completely hammered, so I would imagine the roofs are bad as well. This was definitely took the cake. I mean, it busted out our windows.
So a lot of damage, not only to the cars here in this neighborhood, but also the roofs. So, of course, a lot of repairs that are need to be made. And folks, this morning, as the sun's coming up, they're getting a better look of all the damage that was left behind. For now, Milliken, Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, thank you so much. The weather is affecting flights out of Denver International Airport, and the FAA issued a ground delay until 9 tonight. So a big heads up for anyone flying out, or if you know someone who is. You can always stick with 9 News for updates on this and the forecast in general. 5 people have been taken to the hospital after a crash involving a shuttle bus near DIA. A little after 10:30 this morning, Denver police say it looks like the shuttle bus and a rental car were driving in opposite directions on Jackson Gap when one swerved over the yellow line, causing the two to crash and the bus to flip over. Police say they're not sure which one swerved yet. There were 7 people on the bus and 1 in that rental car at the time. Police say 5 people total were taken to the hospital, including the driver of the rental car who was seriously hurt. Investigators are working to figure out exactly how this crash happened. A student at the University of Utah is in ICE custody, and Mesa County deputies admit it's because of them. They say they shared information with the feds, which is against state law. 19-year-old Caroline Diaz Goncalves was headed to Denver on June 5th. A Mesa County Sheriff's deputy pulled her over on I-70 outside of Loma. She was born in Brazil and brought to the U.S. when she was 7 years old. Her asylum case is currently pending. According to body camera video the sheriff's office released just a few hours ago, the deputy pulled her over because she was driving too closely to a semi-truck. During the 20-minute traffic stop, the deputy asked her about her background.
Where are you from? You got a little bit of an accent. You're from Utah? Okay. How long you lived in Utah for?
Like 12 years.
Born and raised or no?
I was born in Brazil.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then my parents moved.
The deputy let her go with a warning, but later that same day, federal agents stopped her, arrested her, and took her to the ICE detention facility in Aurora. The sheriff's office says the deputy who pulled her over was a part of a communication group that included local, state, and federal law enforcement. They say the group was supposed to be used for tracking down illegal drugs, but the sheriff's office says they learned federal employees used information shared in that group for immigration enforcement. They say they've since removed all of their deputies from that group. Deputies in Douglas County hope the public will help in a death investigation after a woman's body was found along I-25. The sheriff's office says someone found her early yesterday morning near Larkspur, but so far they don't know who she is or how she died. But they did find bedding. They posted pictures of it and hoping that someone might recognize it. Deputies are also talking with commercial truck drivers who were in the area on June 4th or 5th, hoping to find any dash camera video. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. The father of a 3-year-old boy who was shot in Aurora this morning will be questioned for any potential role in his son's injuries now that he's in custody. Police in Colorado Springs arrested him on unrelated warrants yesterday. The boy was hurt yesterday morning inside an apartment off of East Exposition Drive, not far from South Chambers. Police say the father was in a back room of the apartment with 3 children when the gun went off. It critically injured that 3-year-old boy. His mother was in a different room at the time. She rushed him to an urgent care clinic, and then he was transferred to Children's Hospital Colorado, where he still is today.